Welcome back to Britain's Rare Guitars. We're in Scotland today and I'm speaking to Jay from Elite Vintage Guitars. Now Jay, I believe this is your first guitar that we got here.
It is indeed, James. This is a Yamaha SG 500, built in 1977 and I got it in 97. It's a great shape, I absolutely love it. Great sound too. It's not a very complex guitar, but it does what it says on the tin, and it was a good match against the Gibson Les Pauls of the time. This is one of the top models. It's actually a Yamaha SG 2000S, 2000.
Okay.
Now, it's a lovely green color, and I remember Stuart Adamson from Big Country playing one of these, and I thought I need to have one of those as well. So eventually I got one of them.
So we've got coil tap on this one.
That's correct, yeah. The twin humbuckers each of them can be coil tapped. The other thing that stands out here is it's got a heavy brass block underneath the bridge, and all in the name of sustain. And if you turn the guitar around, you can see it's actually got a through neck. This one came out in 1972, and it was the first Yamaha double cutaway SG. It shows the same kind of principles of all the other SGs, but much more basic. It's got a bolt-on neck, no through neck. So again, but the rest is all there. So yeah, it looks lovely. It sounds okay, but I mean, you can see that Yamaha actually put higher quality pickups in the later models. Yeah, great guitar.
Yeah, it's a real workhorse. It's no frills, but it's all there, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
On the opposite end of the spectrum, we've got this one, which is the 25th anniversary.
Yeah, the 25th anniversary model. Again, it's a crossover between an SG 2000 and SG 3000, but what it has, this SG 25 model, is it's got all the abalone added.
It's gorgeous.
Yeah.
This is coil tap as well.
It's coil tap, yeah. And again,
neck through again, yeah.
It's neck through, although because of the finish you cannot see through it. But if you were to strip it down, you would see it actually as a through neck.
Yeah, it's stunning looking.
Yeah,
but I believe you collect not just Yamahas, quite a vast collection of everything, I guess.
Yeah, I'm afraid so.
Yeah.
It's we'll come to that in a minute. Yeah, different models like Gibsons, Fenders, Rickenbackers, unusual stuff, not your run-of-the-mill things, like a Marauder, which we can show later on.
Every step that I take takes me one more way. Every turn that I make is a turn the wrong way. Every time I look back down that empty highway, I can feel there standing, begging me to stay. So take me back to better days. Times were simple before things changed. Won't go where it all began. Tell my mama, don't worry, see me again. See me again. With the sun beating down, there's sweat on my face. Been walking for miles, pushing through all the pain. So when you start shouting, better keep up the pace. There's no other choice except hell to pay. So take me back to better days. Times were simple before things change. Wanna go where it all began. Tell my mama, don't worry, see me again. See me again. here. Don't know where I'm going, white yours here. I feel okay as I walk towards the light, 'cause I can hear Daddy saying it'll be alright. So take me back, better days. Times were simple before things change. Wanna go where it all began. Tell my mama, don't worry, see me again. I'll see you again. See you again.
So Jay, we've just had a look at some of your Yamaha collection, and we've got a couple of kind of quirky looking Gibsons here. I can't say I've ever actually seen either of these models before, so tell me a little bit about, let's start with this one.
What you've got there, James, is a mid-70s Gibson L5S. It's actually a co-design by Bill Lawrence. He actually designed those pickups, and yeah, they actually sound phenomenally good.
Yeah?
Yeah, they do.
Okay. And were you saying before this is a deluxe model to do
It
with
is. Yeah, it is.
the
It's
string
a
through
deluxe.
body?
It's got the string through. It's yeah, it's easy to play it that way. Yeah, it's a great little guitar.
Yeah, it's a great player. And so if we move on to this one now, what have we got there?
This is a Marauder. Again, a design that stems from the early 70s. Like the L6S, it's Bill Lawrence inspired. He actually designed the pickups for this. Very retro 70s looking guitar, as
Yeah,
you can
very
see.
70s.
Industrial build. And again, this was Gibson's attempt to kind of counteract Fender. Bolt-on neck guitar.
Right.
And again, the way this works with almost like a single coil and a double coil is to emulate Fender's Strats or their Tellys. But I mean, great guitar to me. Not everybody's cup of tea. It's probably Marmite guitar.
No, it's really quirky.
Yeah.
And is this an inspiration for the Flying V models they had stock there?
It could be, could very well be. I like it. It's got its inert quirky beauty, really.
I think that sentence sums up this guitar.
Yeah, it is indeed.
Jay, tell me a little bit about this model.
This is, James, a Gibson L5S.
Okay.
Yeah, an S meaning solid body guitar.
Right, okay. So the Gibson L5 is the semi-hollow jazz guitar.
Yeah, it would be a much bulkier guitar. It would have acoustic sound holes, and it would basically serve as the archtop version of this guitar.
And so if I just hold that up to the camera, so I think we can see how much thinner that is.
Flat, isn't it? Like a pancake.
Yeah, and we've got really accessible top frets as well, which is what I noticed straight away playing it.
Yeah.
So tell me a little bit about the spec on here.
Well, this is a top end of Gibson's guitars that kick-started this in 1972-73. It's got really high output puffs on these.
Okay.
And you know, your concertina bridge. It's got a tailpiece. It's like a V-shaped tailpiece. It's a lovely looking guitar, and again, it plays superbly well as well.
It does, yeah. So if we move on to this one now, because I believe this guitar's got quite a lot of history to it. Tell me a bit about that one.
This is a Gibson Les Paul Classic Custom. It was built in 1990, as far as I believe, and it was made for, so I believe, for Jimmy Page in the early 90s.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, there's various paperwork and all this stuff to say this, but there's a couple of characteristics that define this guitar. For example, it's a lovely top. It's like
gorgeous, yeah.
Yeah. It's got this funny switch on it. If you switch it, you can actually get the sound exactly what you would get if you play Dazed and Confused.
Right, okay,
Yeah.
accessible at just a
by
push-pull
just
part.
it's a push-pull. Now, the workmanship on this is extraordinary, and the fretboard is super smooth and whatnot. This guitar has had limited use.
Right, okay.
Now, the story goes that this actually ended up out of circulation because the jack socket was ripped off. it actually was repaired.
Right,
The broken
okay.
jack socket is actually there,
Yeah.
and it didn't function. So it was sent allegedly to a luthier to get built, and it was never recovered.
It just fell out of circulation.
Yes, this ended up with one of the techs who brought it to a luthier. Then it got back to the tech, and via a number of ways, it actually ended up in Preston.
Okay.
And I bought his guitar from a bloke in Preston.
Right, okay.
This guy had literally a lot of Les Pauls, a high number, and his collection featured in the Guitar and Bass magazine in August 2009.
Right, okay.
Exactly, this guitar as well features there, made for
Right.
Jimmy Page. Now another giveaway is the high spec. This is built from really old parts, old
Okay.
pickups. I think they're T-tops, not 100% sure. I really didn't want to break the guitar apart just
No,
to
of
kind of have a
course.
look. And you can see here, it says promotion use.
Yeah, you can just make that
Not
out
for
between the
resale.
machine heads.
So these were not meant to be resold.
No.
Yeah. So again, this might just be one of those lucky ones that dropped out of
Yeah.
the tree,
Happy
and I'm just happy
accident,
to
then.
end up. Now I've had a lot of people use this and try it and say this is great,
Yeah.
but would I ever sell it? Probably not.
No.
I think this is one. It is a Les Paul, but it's a Les Paul with a story,
Yeah.
and it plays superbly well.